Call Willie Rennie.
We need to speak with one voice. What Dominic Cummings did was wrong. The Prime Minister was wrong to defend him. They are treating people like mugs. This is wrong and we should condemn it. Everyone should condemn it. Can I ask the First Minister about the legal tourist industry? The precautionary approach will mean a longer lockdown for the sector. The industry is anxious that this could obliterate its summer season and that many businesses will collapse without additional support, resulting in thousands of jobs lost. The UK Government has extended the furlough scheme. Will the Scottish Government extend its grant scheme too, to avoid that business collapse?
First Minister.
Well, firstly, can I say on Dominic Cummings, I've made my views clear. I think it was wrong. I think the Prime Minister is wrong to defend it in the way he has done, principally because it has involved a retrospective rewriting of the rules, which undermines confidence in the rules and the guidance that remains so important. But I don't want to be standing here talking about that. My job is to make sure that I get a message across to the Scottish people that what we are asking you to do is important, not just because you're being told to do it. It's important for your own protection and the protection of your loved ones. And I think that is the one voice that I hope all of us speak with in the weeks to come. On the tourist sector, Willie Rennie is right. Of all of the sectors, and there's not a sector in the Scottish economy that hasn't been hit by this virus, but there are some that have been hit harder than others, and tourism is one that will both have been hit hardest and potentially have the longest lasting impact. These are issues that the Scottish Government is actively considering, both in terms of the grant support and what happens to that in future, and we'll take decisions on that in due course. But we are also looking carefully at the ways in which the tourist industry may be able to resume activities in a safe way. Fergus Ewing has been leading work there, and I chair every Friday morning a subcommittee of the Cabinet looking specifically at the economic issues, and this is one that we are due to look at in detail shortly. So these are issues absolutely at the top of our minds, and we will take careful decisions trying to make sure that at all stages as much support as possible is in place for businesses that have been affected.
Willie Rennie.
I think that's right, because the support mechanisms, the financial support mechanisms, need to match the lockdown mechanisms as well. Now, many students work in the tourism sector over the summer months, but if the industry does not reopen, they will be without an income. Award agencies normally only provide financial support on a term time basis, so student leaders like Jamie Rodney at St Andrews are leading a campaign to extend SAS grant payments over the summer months. The campaign has the support of sensible MSPs from across the Parliament, people like Bob Doris and Bruce Crawford, Polly McNeill, Andy Whiteman and Keith Brown are all behind it. So will the First Minister get behind it too and provide financial support for students over the summer?
First Minister.
We will look very carefully at that, as we are looking very carefully at all suggestions that are made about how we mitigate the impact of this on businesses and on individuals. I hope Willie Rennie will appreciate. I'm not going to stand here and give categoric assurances on things while we're still going through that process of consideration, because there are many good suggestions being made right now. I would love to be able to agree to all of them, but we have to make careful decisions, bearing in mind that there is a limit on the financial resources that we are able to bring to bear. But we will do as much as we possibly can. I recognise in a whole range of ways students will be affected by this, given the nature of some of the industries that will have the longest lasting impact. But I don't want to lose sight of the fact that we want to try to get businesses in all sectors operational to a greater or lesser extent as soon as possible. It's got to be done safely, and that's a big focus of the work that Fiona Hislop is leading overall right now. But we do want to see as much economic activity resume as quickly as possible, consistent with continuing to suppress the virus. Because if we take our eye off that, then the damage to the economy will be even deeper and longer lasting than it is currently estimated to be.